Here we are once again at another transition to a new anime season. The summer season is pretty much wrapping up with a few more finales to knock out, and it's safe to say that this summer held it down quite nicely till fall. Classroom of the Elite came back with another season full of steady build up for a climax that had me shocked. Isekai Life being more on the impressive side of the cliche genre. Machi kicking it up a notch with the dungeon grind once more. Call of the Night being the best mix of vibes and vampires backed by stunning visuals. Summertime Rendering absolutely knocking it out of the park with the outstanding consistency within its second half. Aoashi still proving why soccer is worth an anime too, and Lycoris Recoil being the true gem of the season with getting praise so large it was getting noticed by popular figures such as the legend Kojima himself. Excluding continuing seasonal anime from spring, this was also my favorite anime for the summer. A1 Pictures landed themselves a nice one for the history books. With fall around the corner, it's safe to say that we have a huge lineup. I don't think there's been a lineup as strong as this one since fall of anime 2020. The anticipation in bar is incredibly high given the content, and thus leading us into the list of anime that not only I will be watching, but that I think you should be watching this upcoming season. So without wasting any more time, the first anime this go around on the list will be Spy X Family Core 2. We recently got a trailer with the opening sounding like another banger done by the group Bump of Chicken. This second core should be a lot more action-packed if fans felt that was lacking from Core 1, and overall solidifying it as a must-watch for anybody who watched it back in spring. Following up, we have the most anticipated anime this year with Chainsaw Man. This anime pretty much has the entire world on the edge of their seat with the expectation. With voice actors revealed, staff listings out there that allow people to temper expectations, and a global momentum as is, this is a series that you will not be able to escape. There is a lot of talent on the anime, and even if you don't like things that may be classified as popular or mainstream, you owe it to yourself as a consumer to watch this series. Even if you don't, be prepared to see the test subjects known as Makima barkers all over social media. Right next to Chainsaw Man, we also have Mob Psycho's final season. I don't think I need to say much for this one. If you have been alongside for the ride with this series, then you know the sheer amount of love and passion that has been put into this anime. Reagan himself has become an iconic sex symbol, which alone should make you want to watch the series if you haven't yet. From what I can tell, this season looks like it could be pretty emotional given the key visuals, and that's a department that the series excels in as well. The opening is already a banger sung by Mobcore, and it really signals that this is the one and only one season more that we will get. It's gonna be sad to see such a creative spectacle go, but hopefully we can enjoy and savor Mob's departure for its last time. Speaking of Mob, by the same studio, we have My Hero Academia Season 6, The Paranormal Liberation War. Look, anybody who knows me personally or has been following me on Twitter knows where I stand this year. Season 5 was undoubtedly rough, but I'm all aboard the hype train for Season 6. I have full belief that this season will bring the action and craziness by all means, especially with the fated Deku and Shigaraki showdown as teased by the season's key visuals. This season is quite literally the defining make or break as we know it. With seemingly no movie in sight and a long action-packed season ahead, my hope is that all hands available will be on deck and we get the passion by the staff applied to the max this year. Deku is about to pop off once more, and if you are a fan of the famous Infinite 100% episode, then you best believe you are not ready for what's to come. Keeping things going with the action-packed lineup, we have Bleach's final arc, the 1000-Year Blood War. As somebody who has recently finished Bleach, I am quite excited to see just how this story wraps up for Ichigo and the Soul Society. The anime is not only being worked on closely with the author Tite Kubo himself, but will also have additional content to help further flesh out events. The opening song recently debuted titled Scarred by Tatsuya Kitani in the latest trailer, and it has the potential to be one of the best OPs this fall. A while back, I made a video talking about what I'm looking forward to in the 1000-Year Blood War, and I will be keeping up a list to see whether or not Kubo will check these things off. Nevertheless, Bleach fans are winning this year, and with a 4-core split, I can only hope the staff can hold it down for the long run. Now finally getting into our isekais for the season, we have the Imminent Shadow. Been hearing some buzz around the show recently, and it looks like it'll be pretty fun. The trailer gives off the vibe of two factions or organizations that will be waging war against each other with society on the line. If you are an isekai fan and would like something to keep you full coming off of My Isekai Life, then this will be the one show to keep your eye on. Alongside this, we will also have Reincarnated as a sword. Think this one is pretty self-explanatory, as the main protagonist is reincarnated as a sword and is used by the woman lead of the show. Quality wise, it looks pretty good, so keep on the lookout for this one as well. As for our sports this season, we have Blue Lock. I'll be honest, I have seen a lot of questionable panels with this manga. It looks a bit intense for a soccer series, but given how much I'm enjoying Aoashi right now, I see no reason not to give it a shot. Based off the premise, it seems to be another series aimed towards building the ultimate team of youth players with an intense competition back behind it. If you are a fan of soccer, this is going to be your breadwinner for the season. Now another series that I'm personally looking forward to is the Urusei Yatsura 2022 remake. The original airing all the way back in fall 1981 is back years later to retell the story of the alien invader girl Loom and the high school student Ataru, as the story takes off about a romance comedy in which the fate of the world is in these two's hands. One of the things I have been doing while in college is going back and finishing classics. Yu Yu Hakusho is one of the series, and soon this will be another series I can add to the book, being I haven't seen the original. With David Pro producing this and the season being broadcasted with 2 consecutive cores, romance comedy fans, this is going to be the one I think will satisfy your craving. Now before I get to my last pick, I do want to take a moment to mention Golden Kamui's 4 4th season. I myself have fallen a little behind, but I do want to put some respect on the series as it's also a really excellent wild ride. Golden Kamui fans I'm sure will be enjoying this as well, and if you haven't started it, this is also another series you should give a try someday. Last but not least, we have what I believe will be the dark horse this season with Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury. The prologue is currently available to watch on YouTube, and it was an absolute tragedy. One thing about these mecha shows is that there is always going to be some form of political power struggle and a lot of deaths ensuing within the struggle, and the prologue is a perfect showcase of it. Quality wise, it looks really good, and considering how much I'm slacking on mecha shows right now, this is going to be the one I think everyone should not sleep on at all. Gundam fans for sure are going to be on top of this one, and you should be too. With that brings my list to a total of 11 shows that I believe you should be watching for Fall of Anime 2022. The end of this year is looking really exciting in terms of what we can expect from all these different anime, and I cannot wait to see all the reactions and discussions from the community. Of course, I'll be keeping a lookout for more shows to watch based on the reception and overall talks around them, so feel free to follow me on Twitter to keep updated with that. That's pretty much it from me though. As always, thank you for watching, and feel free to let me know in the comment section down below what you plan to watch for the upcoming fall anime season. Stay cool out there, and I will catch you guys in the next video.